Hello, and welcome back to Science 2.0. I'm filming here in gorgeous Taos, New Mexico, the land of enchantment. And today, we're out here in the desert. As you can see, there's some cacti here. I almost stepped on them. I'm not used to being so near desert fauna. However, today's episode concerns the topic of fossils. With Science 1.0, that being, the scientists say there's evidence that dinosaurs existed, those being fossils. Well, what I intend to do here today is to prove to you definitively that there are no such things as fossils. And they're actually just rocks that resemble skulls or bones or the like, and they're just rocks. Because as it is, I've never seen a fossil, and I've only seen pretty boring type rocks. So that's all there really is. So I've come out here to New Mexico to give you a look at just how there is no such thing as fossils. And once you come to that point, you'll realize that there are no dinosaurs, and thus the entire science story is false. Here's a rock. It's not it's just a rock, you can see, and there's no fossils in it. It's a rock. Here's another rock. It's just a rock, really. No fossils on it. Just a boring rock. Here's another rock. And you know, the paleontologist will tell you there's so many fossils you find and so much evidence of the dinosaurs, whatever there is. Then why haven't I ever seen a fossil? And you have to wonder, really, maybe it's because fossils aren't real. Here's another rock. Look at this rock. It's just a fossil. I mean, it's not a fossil, it's just a rock. See, they're just rocks. And, you know, people sometimes see shapes in rocks, like they'll see a ghost or an elephant or Osama bin Laden. So in this case, people are just seeing dinosaur faces and whatever, and skulls and bones in these rocks, right? There's another rock. Not a fossil. It's just a rock. Lots of rocks, you know. And the fact is that these rocks aren't igneous or sedimentary. God just put them here. They're just from the magic sky man. So here you can see lots of yucca plants. There's a dog barking over there. I shouldn't be out here. This is residential Taos, and there are some houses over there. Here's, for instance, another rock. It has some holes in it. Some weird exotic holes, but no fossils. Paleontology 0, Science 2.0 There's a bunch of rocks out here that have no fossils. As you can see, they're just kind of mineralish. Up here in gorgeous New Mexico, there aren't any fossils at all. Take a look at this. God put this here. This has nothing to do with dinosaurs. There aren't dinosaurs anywhere around here. Dinosaurs never lived here because these are just rocks. They're just rocks without fossils. You know, it's just not that hard to see, really. Once you get over that initial hurdling block of that fossils don't exist, then you can understand that dinosaurs don't exist, and in turn, the entire science narrative is a fraud. It's really pretty interesting. Glad to be out here in Taos. Beautiful scenery. And even nicer to know that the yucca plants are poking me in the feet. It's hard to walk when there are plants that can spike you. Oh, here's a rock, see? It's a tin can. And as you can see, it has no fossils on it because it's made out of tin and it's a can, but it has no fossils. So there's a rock with no fossils. fossils, right? Lots of rocks out here don't have fossils. I can name lots of them. Here's a here's a mineral-looking type, grainy kind of rock, and it has no fossils. Again, there's another rock, no fossils anywhere. And you just gotta understand, if the paleontologists say there are so many fossils, then I ask, where are all the fossils? Where's the giant brontosaurus stretching out here? Here's a cactus. I'm not going to touch it. That would hurt horribly. But you can see more rocks, no fossils, no bones in them. That's for sure. Here's a rock, no bones in it. I came out here to New Mexico because I assume it has a lot more rocks. You know, weird kind of rocks, and I meant they're kind of much more varied. As rocks go. Here's a red-looking one. Now this, you might be tempted to think, has dinosaurs in it, but actually it fell off of Mars and onto Earth, so that's how this got here. It's a Martian rock. It's probably worth $1 million, but I'm not going to keep it, because God knows what Martian bacteria live on there. Here's a rock. It's a tin can lid. There's a tin can back there. This is a tin can lid. Someone's been eating sardines or something up here, tuna fish or something of that nature. As you can see, there's just no imprint of a dinosaur face on there, dinosaur teeth or anything. And the fact is, I've never seen an actual fossil. So there's really no proof that the dinosaurs ever did exist. And if they did, then they're just giant lizards. And Noah decided not to take them on the ark because they were too big and they'd make the thing sink. This is a rock that can fall apart. But again, it's just a rock. And it's not that hard to figure out. I'm not sure how so-called scientists haven't figured out that all of these are just, you know, just rocks. They're just hard mineral things that aren't fun to eat, and you can't do much with them because they're just rocks. But they don't tell a story or anything of scientific discovery. Just more rocks, see? Just more rockiness there. It gets pretty boring after a while of looking around at all these rocks that you realize just how boring the Earth is and how nice it would be if our solar system had another habitable planet in it. Of course, God doesn't want that. Quite nice out here in New Mexico, I gotta say. There's a rock, but again, it's just a rock. There's no dinosaur in here. There's a rock, no dinosaur in here. And as you can see, the dinosaurs just aren't real. They're just shapes that you can see in some rocks that look like animals, kind of. And that's the way I see it. And then Jesus said unto the dinosaurs, you don't get to come on the ark because you're too big and fierce and scary. And then the meteor killed them all, or the flood. What am I talking about? Meteors. Space isn't real. Here's a white rock. Again, just a rock. You can see it. Like, there's no dinosaur in here. There's another rock. It's kind of, it looks like it's been cut by some scissors. Maybe it was Jello once. Maybe this is petrified Jello, and it hardened. Because as you can see, it's cut. But whatever. So as you can see, these are all just rocks. Just a bunch of rocks. Okay, it looks like it's fun fact time here on Science 2.0. I'll end this travelogue with a kind of a verse from the Bible. Well, there's another tin can. Oh my gosh, and another. Pretty common around here. Surprising. Anyway. Oh boy. Ooh. Ouch. Yucca plants. They hurt. I'll end this with a verse from the Bible. And God said unto the Twinkies, let there be light. And lo and behold, there was light. And then Peter Popoff came and cured the Twinkies with his miraculous touch. This has been a special edition of Science 2.0 in New Mexico. Uncovering the dirty lie of fossils. I bid you adieu.